Hey guys, what's going on? This is Vance from Warframe God Builds, and I just got a notification like a minute ago, and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's one of those things that's shameful and downright dreadful. Some miserable, horrible person has to be in this state of mind to give me a comment like what they just gave me, and I find it very ironic that when you actually like go to look up this person, there's just no information there at all. They wouldn't dare share their information because what they know, essentially, they know what they're doing is wrong. They're coming to my page and shaming me for being quote-unquote unhealthy, antisocial, and unsympathetic. There's a variety of points that I'm really not going to read into his messages, but I will say that people like this are miserable, filthy human beings. I don't even know why they live. I don't even know why they exist. Quite simply because me as an individual, you know, I've been dealt some pretty hard things to deal with. You know, I've gotten MRSA, skin disease. I have insomnia. I have depression, irritability. I have anxiety so bad that it makes it very, very difficult to go outside without getting sick. I have to take pills in order to just go somewhere. And these are developments that some of these have developed more recent in my adult years. And I just don't share a whole lot of information with you guys about that because it's my personal issue, and, you know, I'm going to fight through it. I'm going to battle through it. A lot of the people who are on my Facebook fan page, they know just recently I dealt with a life-threatening issue. I had to go get surgery, and, like, I think maybe a week after that happened, I was back to uploading content. Well, that's the thing. I am not one of these crybaby, sissies who get offended by the I'm really not offended by what he has to say. Really, I'm just upset that people like this even exist, and that, like, society today, they shame you so much for being a racist, misogynist, and feminist, sexist, blah blah blah. They shame you for being all these things, yet somebody comes here and they claim that you're antisocial and nobody's gonna hire you because you have lip rings and you have dark bags underneath your lines. Or dark bags underneath your eyes, I'm sorry, excuse me. Well, the dark bags come from my insomnia, as I said before. And the lip rings, I really don't give a fuck what he has to think, because I've had jobs before in the past that didn't give a shit about my lip rings. I work at a Tyson chicken hatchery at one point in time. My boss knew that I had lip rings. I didn't take them out for the interview, but I needed to take them out while working because I was working around machinery. And the fact of the matter is that lip rings, why they're an issue to anybody, I don't fucking know. Because it's an expression, you know, as the motto goes, my body, my temple. You can do whatever it is you want to do with your body. That is your freedom. I did it personally as an individual because I'd like to believe that I'm a hardcore individual. You know, I listen to really heavy metal. I like dark things. I like dark stories. I like horror. I like blood. I like gore. I like violence. You know, I'm a darker, more heavy individual. And to me, lip rings just express that a little bit more. It doesn't matter how you perceive me in the world. It matters how I perceive myself when I look in the mirror. As an artist, I want to decorate my body, and I'm sure all of you feel the same way. It's your body. You can do what you want with it. You know, I'm not harming myself. I mean, sure, I harm myself in order to get the lip rings, and sure, I harm myself in order to get my tattoos. I've got lip rings, I've got earrings, I've got tattoos. I plan to get branded. I plan to get like an Egyptian eye of Amun-Ra on both of my shoulders, but I want it branded on me. And it's one of the coolest ideas. I'll tell you about it later. But the fact of the matter is that I've got like this most pretentious, condescending douchebag piece of shit shaming me for being unhealthy. And when is it unacceptable for people to do that? Because a lot of people can't help that they're unhealthy. It'd be different if, you know, I was on drugs and people were like, oh, you shouldn't be on drugs. They're unhealthy for you, yet you keep doing it over and over again. I'm not on drugs. I mean, part of the problem that I'm facing is that I'm not on drugs. I mean, doctors say that I should be on several pills to counteract every issue that I have. The anxiety, the depression, irritability, the insomnia. Doctors don't even know. I have a weight gaining issue. I can't gain weight. They don't know if it's an overactive thyroid or a fast metabolism. I basically sit here all day, but I can guarantee you I don't play video games all day like he says I do. Most of my time is spent writing scripts, doing concept artwork, or video editing. And very, very few amount of time is spent actually gaming. Like, since I finished up the God Build series, I really haven't been into Warframe all that much. I mean, I used to play it really a lot. I used to grind, and I did the grind specifically so I could know more information about that Warframe, and I could give you a better delivered God Builds episode. When I got into YouTube, I got into it because I knew that I could help people be what I am in Warframe. I looked at my community and I wanted to represent my community. I wanted to speak out for them. I wanted to help them set up long-term goals, set up short-term goals, just help them the way that I never had help getting into the game, you know? And my first YouTube page, this is my third YouTube page, my first YouTube was all music videos, you know? And it got hit with copyright strikes and got taken down. My second YouTube was mostly music videos, and then I did some Champions Online gameplay there at the end. We did some costume contests. It was pretty cool. I made Master Chief from Halo and Ninja Gaiden or Ryu Hayabusa from Ninja Gaiden. It was really cool stuff, but I accidentally deleted that page because I tried to remove Google Plus from my account. I just didn't like the way the notifications were set up. I didn't like Google interfering with my shit, and so when I tried to get rid of Google, I accidentally got rid of my entire second YouTube page. It was a heartbreak, but it was an adversity that I jumped over. It was a hurdle. It was a gap in the road that I jumped over, and when I made my third YouTube page, it was a plan for myself to grow my audience and to help people, you know, acknowledge the fact that I was there. And since I have made my YouTube page, I have gotten so... I'll tell you one thing, fun fact about me, if you guys want to know, you know, personal information about myself. I used to work at a tattoo shop, and I was so underappreciated compared to the appreciation I get on my YouTube page. I may talk about haters a lot, but in reality, I get like 15% hatred, if it's even that much. I get a lot of support, and I am so blessed, and I am so fortunate to get the people that I do. You know, even if I had as little as 2 subscribers, I would still feel like it was a big accomplishment to achieve. You know, the fact that I have as many adamant fans as I do, and I call my fans godlies, because you have to overcome some fucking big adversities to say you support me, because I get off on the wrong foot with a lot of people, and I step on a lot of toes because I talk completely unfiltered. I'm not about to render myself to fucking PG-13 just for the sake of being a role model on YouTube. I never said I was a role model. I never acted like a role model. All I'm trying to do is help people, inform people, and maybe a little bit later on in my YouTube career, I'm going to entertain people, because I'm eventually going to get up into animation, and I want to entertain the hell out of you. I wrote a trilogy, and it grew to become a universe over the course of almost a decade, and I want to tell that universe through animation. I want to make a legit fucking anime for you to watch on my YouTube page, and I'm getting around to it. But I've got to go full circle, you know, I've got to get healthy, I've got to get moved out of New York, I've got to get into a better place where I can make all of this possible. Right now, the stars just aren't aligned, and I have so much more ambitious content planned for you guys. I'm not about to sit here and let some douchebag like this get me down. And this is the part in the video where I get a little bit sentimental with you guys, because I know that a lot of you strive to do whatever it is you're trying to do, whether you're an athlete doing amateur wrestling, whether you're playing baseball, football, maybe you're in the military, video games, whatever it is you're trying to do. I know that you face people just like this. And I want you to know something from the deepest, darkest part of my empty heart, that you can choose to confront these people one of two ways. You can let them beat you down and stress you out and never amount to anything like they said you were going to. Or you can ignore what they say. Better yet, you can take what they say and think about it as you get angry and seek to prove them wrong. Seek to crush every opinion they ever made of you. Like, motherfucker, one day I will be up in front of a podium accepting a reward, and I will look at the camera and I will point to it as if I am pointing to you, and I will say, you are the reason I am here. All of the little people, all of the little unimportant piece of shit bullies out there who wanted to shame me for being me. You are the reason why I'm here. You motivated me to become something great, to harness my true potential. I want all of you to know that, because it's not just me that's pushing forward the boundaries and limitations of what you can do. I know I'm not like breaking into new grounds, I'm not going where no one has gone before. I'm sure there's a lot of YouTubers who have faced this type of adversity and conquered it. But what I am saying is that I am up and coming, and I'm building momentum. I'm starting to snowball, and it's because of you guys. Like, you supported me. You helped me to get on this roll. And in turn, I want to look at you, the viewer, and say, you can strive to do the same thing with whatever it is in life you want to accomplish. Don't let people like this, don't let hopeless pieces of condescending, arrogant shits get you down. They are worthless. They are nothing. They are but a stain at the bottom of your shoe. Just a fucking piece of annoying gum stuck to the bottom of it. And that is the attitude you need to have. You need to get aggressive. Fuck these people. Right? Fuck them. They'll go to hell. You'll find your place in the sun. You just keep being stubborn and shutting everybody else out. Don't let anybody tell you that it's impossible. I don't give a fuck how antisocial or how many lip rings you got. You could have your whole fucking face loaded with 50 piercings. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter, and it's never gonna matter. If you have talent, if you have a skill that you're hoping to perfect, there's no reason why you should let anybody like this weigh you down. So, I mean, I haven't really thought about recording this video as like a source of inspiration or to, instigate people into viewing me as a role model. But if you do, it's nice. It's convenient. It's an added bonus of doing what I do. I do what I do because I'm good at it. It's my dream. It's my passion. I want to be an entertainer. I'm sure with the portfolio of artwork that I have, I could be a concept artist for a big company at the very, very least. And I don't want to go down that route because I want to be my own boss. I want to call my own shots. I want to make an animation company. I want to do voiceovers. Matter of fact, I want you, the viewer. I want some of you who want to do voiceovers to do voiceovers for my universe when I get around to it. I haven't started production, so I can't offer anybody an opportunity yet. But when that does happen, I want to feature, indie people who make music, bands and shit like that. I can't tell you how many times I was fucking disgusted with the results of YouTube because, people uploading CSGO skins who overreact when they get a rare skin. Oh boy, whoop-de-doo. They get, thousands and thousands of subscribers when there's actual starving artists on the scene that work effortlessly fucking day in and day out, 18 hours a day putting together animations and throwing them up on YouTube. They have, college course highlight reels and projects that are so ambitious, and the talent that is being wasted there because YouTube's interests are elsewhere. It's despicable. It's people like this. It's people like this who rather, go watch a Leafy is Here video. Not that I'm hating on him. I'm not. Like, his content's funny. But I think we can all agree here that it takes way less work to do what Leafy is Here, what he does compared to do, like, big time animation. Animation is a very, very time consuming process. I mean, 5 minutes of video that you see on screen probably equates to like 12 hours of work. It's ridiculous how much people pour their heart and soul into these videos, and it's not just my videos. The amount of animation I've done pales in comparison to the type of people that I'm talking about. I can't think of any names right off the top of my head, but I've become friends with, like KR Animations, and there's another guy that I'm friends with on Facebook who does stuff in Synfig, and I wouldn't say I look up to these guys because I can do animation too, but I'm inspired by them. I definitely promote other artists. I'm always promoting other artists. I don't want art to die. I don't want people to get discouraged and feel that weight, that pressure, and it just limit you as an individual. The sky is the limit. If you want to reach out and achieve your dreams, don't let anything stand in your way. So I wanted, I've been trying to make a very positive change with my YouTube page because I acknowledged that I was going down a very negative route. I was getting, my content was getting really, really aggressive, and I was getting to the point where I was annoying myself. So me uploading this video, I realized that I'm addressing something really negative, but I'm trying to turn it into a positive. I'm trying to show you how I take hatred and criticism. I'm not your typical YouTuber. I'm not gonna just sit there and take it like I'm a human punching bag. I will fire back on you. I will engage you because I'm not gonna stand for that bullying. I mean, sure, it might be wasting time and energy for me to come comment, but at the moment, I'm waiting for an exclusive video to upload to the Facebook fan page so everyone can put their opinion down on it to see if it's good enough to be uploaded to YouTube. So that's just me as an individual. I try to be thoughtful. I try to understand where people are coming from, even when it's negative criticism. I try to understand their perspective, despite the fact that I'm firing back and defending myself. A lot of the times, even if it seems like I'm completely ignoring the negative things you have to say, I process it. I try to see where you're coming from. But this video has gone on for far too long. I just wanted to inspire you guys to be all that you can be. That sounds really cliche and really corny, but it's the truth. You only live once, and it's such a short life. You should, live it to the fullest. You should do the best that you can do. You should do what you want to do, more importantly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, it always helps if you give it a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down, and until next time, this has been Vance signing off. Peace.